You don't need to spend $200 on a backpack to start backpacking. This pack right here costs about $100. This pack costs double that. And here's the problem. Most people look at these and say, why would I spend more? I've been backpacking for over 30 years, and I'll be honest, I even had to stop and think about this one. So if you're trying to decide between a cheaper backpack and a more expensive one, I'm going to break this down as simple as I can, so hopefully I can make the decision easier for you and maybe even save you some money. All right, so here's what we're looking at. This is the Nature Hike 60 plus 5 liter pack. It's about $100. And this is the Outdoor Vitals Shadow Light 60 liter, and it's around $200 or $180 if you're a member of Outdoor Vitals. I actually bought this pack myself a couple years ago, and I've used it quite a bit in the last couple years. And this one here is a newer budget backpack that I bought that a lot of newer beginners are looking at. And I've got about a month or two testing it out so far. So I figured this is a real world decision that a lot of you guys might be trying to make. But here's the key. This is not really about which one is better. It's about which one is better for you. Now let's talk about the obvious difference first. The price. This one is about $100. This one is about $200. Now, why does this matter? Well, if you're a new backpacker, you're not just buying a new backpack. You're buying into the idea of the hobby of lifetime backpacking. So the Nature Hike feels like, let me try this without spending a lot of money. Whereas the Shadow Light feels a little bit more like, I'm committing a little bit more to backpacking. Now, Outdoor Vitals does have a membership program where you can bring the prices down a little bit on some of the gear on their site. And it really doesn't cost you anything. It even helps you save up a little bit over time to be able to buy some of the gear that you want. But still, it ends up being a bigger decision. So right away, I think that the Nature Hike might be lower risk, whereas the Shadow Light might be a little bit more of an investment. Now this is where things start to separate a little bit more. The Nature Hike uses a thicker nylon. It actually uses a 420D. It feels pretty tough. It feels durable. And to be honest, most beginners will pick it up and go, this feels pretty solid. Whereas the Shadow Light uses something different. It's a lighter material called Robic nylon. It's got a Spectra grid woven into it. That in simple terms actually means that it's actually stronger for its weight, even though it feels thinner. So this one actually feels tougher, but this one's actually more advanced. Now let's talk about what really matters out on the trail. Weight and comfort. This one is about half a pound lighter than this one, which might not sound like a big deal. But if you're a beginner, you tend to carry too much stuff already as it is. So this kind of weight can add up fast, quick. Especially if you're standing here trying to hold both of them up at the same time. Now here's the important part. Neither one of these packs are designed to carry 45 to 50 pounds or more. So if you're carrying that much gear, you may want to look at a more traditional style backpack. Both of these packs are better when you're around that 25 to 35 pound range. And this is where some of those differences show up. For the price point, the Nature Hike can be a little bit more forgiving, but the Shadow Light's going to reward you for packing a little bit lighter and actually feels a little bit more comfortable on trail to me. So one of these will be easy enough to help you get started, whereas the other one is going to live with you a lot longer and help you get better. Now storage-wise, they're actually more similar than most people think. They both give you back mesh pockets, but they organize things just a little bit differently. The Nature Hike gives you a shoulder strap pocket, an extra pocket on the back, which for the price can feel intuitive on where you want to put things. Whereas the Shadow Light gives you dual pockets on the side and an internal sleeve for a water bladder. Really and truthfully, after my years of using this thing, I think this thing makes it feel a little bit more like a system pack to me. So if you're somebody who likes to organize your stuff a little bit more, you might like some of those extra pockets. So I wouldn't say that one of these has more. I would just say that they're designed differently. Now let's talk real quick about weather. The Nature Hike comes with a rain cover, But the shadow light fabric has better water resistance. But here's the truth. Rain covers give a false sense of protection. If you actually want to keep your gear dry, you need to use a pack liner on the inside of your bag. That's what I see more experienced backpackers doing out on the trail. So here's how I would break it down. If you're brand new, and you're really not sure if you're going to like backpacking or not, and you just want to try it, then go with a nature hike. It's cheaper, it's easier, and it gets you out on the trail. But if you know that you like camping, or you like the idea of ultralight and eventually going lighter and lighter over time, and you want something that's going to grow with you over time, then go with the shadow light. It's a better long-term pack. Just don't expect either of these to feel good if you end up overloading them. If price is an issue, one of these is going to help you get started. But if you have a little bit more flexibility, then the other is going to help you to get better over time. And if you're still not sure what other backpacking gear you actually need, I put together a beginner backpacking starter kit that I'm giving away for free. It has gear lists, planning checklists, and everything I wish I had when I first started out. And if you still find you have tons of questions, then I actually put together a 152-page full beginner's backpacking guide that walks through everything that I could think of that I know that I've learned over the last 30 years of backpacking. I'll make sure that both of these are in the description down below. And if you're still trying to figure out what backpack beginners actually should buy, I just asked 250 backpackers what they recommended. And the results might actually shock you. So go check that video out right here. And as always, guys, I hope this was helpful, and hopefully I see you out on the trail.